So I knew this sleepover was a lost cause. The next day, I know I have to deliver bad news. I can't go. I say to my classmates as I try to explain to them my identity and culture, to other 6-year-olds. That's weird, they said. They didn't understand, but I did. A task often left upon the shoulders of underrepresented kids. And this split that I was feeling has been coined by W.E.B. Du Bois in Double Consciousness, where a person's identity is divided into different components. In his novel, The Souls of Black Folk, he states, one often feels their two-ness, an American, a Negro. Two souls, two thoughts, two warring ideas in one dark body, my body. And this two-ness or three-ness or four-ness is how I have maneuvered all my life. From having to code switch into the gracia I felt most necessary for my environment, and having to be self-aware on how I behave, constantly having to advocate for all parts of my identity. From English courses, being the only Black girl in the room, and recognizing the awkward silence at the beginning of every conversation when race is brought up, and feeling the stares as classmates look to me as though I know the answers, or history lessons when talking about Black history and only hearing about the civil rights movement and slavery, but never once about the life before and what still exists within Africa, causing me each year to ask my teachers on, when are we going to get a little more in depth when discussing Africa? And being left with the same two answers each year. It'll be taught next year, or it's not in the curriculum. To me, it's like saying your identity and culture is not important enough to be taught within the school. And it's frustrating attending school each year and never hearing your culture be taught to the fullest extent, and then being expected to know the answers each time. And it's unsatisfying. And it makes me think back to when I was in kindergarten, hearing it's not in our culture, to now it's not in the curricula. I'm unsatisfied with it not being in the curricula. Unsatisfied with being told it will be taught next year. Unsatisfied with being forced into the teacher role within the classroom. Unsatisfied with having to have an invitation be what makes me feel accepted. So I did something about it. This past summer, I attended Girls Nation, a nationally recognized program where two girls from each state simulate a congressional process